Hi, so this is me doing a video on what it takes for me to cosplay Germania. I will be giving a few cosplay tips in general, so this is before, and yeah, I was cleaning today, so we're going to clean crap. We're going to ignore my whole fact that I'm filming into the mirror like this because I can't not have my tripod here. But the first place you want to start off with on cosplay is your face, because that's where everyone is going to be looking, is your face. So I'm going to be putting in my green contacts for Germania, and I'm going to attempt to do this with one hand so you guys can watch how to put in a contact. I am a person who needs contacts all the time, so because mine are out right now, I'm blind pretty much. You should always have a separate contact case. These are my clear ones, which I see out of, which I need. The green ones are my Germania ones. They are not prescription. The purple ones are my prescription ones, and yeah, they're only in there right now because I have only 2 cases right now. I can't find my third, but never put them together in a case. It's not a good idea, so just don't do it. Put your contact on the very tip of your finger like that. Come on, camera, focus. And I don't know how I'm gonna do this with only one hand. So yeah, let's see. I think that's it. Yep, that's in. So as you can see by my 2 different eye colors now, I have this contact in, and then because I had to put it in really weird, my eyes freaking out. I normally, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put one down and put the other one up with the other hand like that. So you pull the eyelids away so you can stick the contact in without blinking it out. Ugh. Okay, I will get back to you after I get both contacts in. Yeah. Okay, and as you notice, my eyes are now green. It's perfect for Germania. As also, might also notice, I did put on a little bit of cover up. I suffer from rosacea, which is the reddening of the skin on my forehead, and I don't like how it looks on certain cosplays. So I put on just a little bit of cover up. It's not going to kill you. I know friends who put cover up on their lips because they have really dark lips, and they try and cosplay a man, and bright lips on a man. It's just awful. So anyways, next is the entire outfit and binding. So the next important step in cosplaying, especially if you're being a guy, is binding. There are a lot of tips when it comes to binding. Some people say use duct tape, use ace bandages. Those are cheap methods of getting those boobies from a size D to a size A or not existent. Duct tape, I personally will say do not ever use duct tape. In case of an emergency where you do pass out and you need to get the air back into your lungs, duct tape it's going to be hard to get that off. It's a real health hazard to yourself. People say to use ace bandages, which I do use. I do not recommend it. It is safer than duct tape, but it is still very dangerous to use. Use at your own risk. I'm not telling you to use ace bandages, so you can't blame it on me. I do save up for a binding vest. It costs about $35. You can look on eBay, you can look at reviews. When you do buy something, look at reviews. See what people have to say about the item. But yes, do save up for a binding vest. That's what I'm saving up for right now, is a nice binding vest, because those are patented to take you down chest sizes, and that's what they're supposed to be doing. Ace bandages are supposed to use on joints to stop you from moving them, and they're sports injury things. They're not for taking you down chest sizes. So if you do end up using ace bandages, do not use on bare skin. Never ever go directly onto bare skin. Use a tank top, use a t-shirt like this. I can't obviously use one right now because of that cosplay that shows right there. So if you do have something that's a V-cut, use a tank top. You can use a skin color tank top, so if it does show, it doesn't look like you are wearing a tank top. But never ever directly bind directly onto your skin, because you'll be moving around, you will be rubbing that raw. And I have seen it happen, and it is not pretty what happens. The next step is to actually put on your costume. As you can see, this is Germania on a hanger. I have the under tunic, the tunic, and then the pants underneath, all in one hanger. So I have my entire cosplay organized. Don't put on your wig before, because then it will shift around when you're trying to dress. That's a stupid thing to do. Do have it all organized. You can iron it out. Because I do the blogs online, and to iron this every day would just be a hassle. So I don't iron it every single time I use them. I normally don't. So make sure though the fabric that you are using is ironable. It is able to be ironed. I know certain fabrics can't be ironed, and it will just burn, and then you'll be ruining your cosplay. This is linen. It allows me to stay cool in con environments where it's hot and horrible and sweating, but the drawback is that it wrinkles to hell and back. The next step of Germania is to put on the wig. As you can see, I still have the original plastic that it came in. To take care of your wigs, it's different for each one. For long-haired wigs, you want to keep the bag. You want this bag, because if not, it will get tangled up, it'll get gross. It'll lead to very bad things. Untangling a wig like this is not a fun project. I personally, on this wig, in order to detangle the entire thing after the last con I took it to, was about 2 hours. And that was the most awful 2 hours of my life, because you can't yank on this like actual normal human hair, because every hair follicle thing that you pull off, it's not growing back. You have to be careful with these things. I got mine on eBay for $30. I'm going to be buying a new one soon, because this one is just, it's 2 years old. It's just done. It's my con wig. I'm planning on buying 2 separate wigs, one for cons, one for photo shoots. So I keep this nice in the bag. So I also keep the wig cap inside still, so I know exactly where mine is at all times. Unless you're bald, which I don't think most of you are, I do suggest a wig cap no matter how short your hair is. It will keep your hair back. You saw how short my hair is. I've had shorter. I still use a wig cap, always. So most people aren't really keen to showing off them in a wig cap, because it's not very flattering, but I'm going to show you a few tips about wig caps. This one has a hole in the back. You can see it right there, I guess. Has a hole so I can pull it down over my head and then pull it back up to make sure I have all the hair back. Most people then put makeup on at this point, which I do recommend. As I don't really need makeup for this. I'm not going to. I just do little bit touch-ups on zits and my rosacea in these areas, because the blonde does tend to bring it out a little bit. Make sure you do have all your hair tucked back. It is kind of hard, but it's worth it in the end. Make sure that your wig cap isn't pulled over above your hairline, because your wig is going to sit right there and it's just going to look unnatural. So make sure you have it either at your hairline or just a little bit after. Everyone has different hairlines, so I can't, say do it just like me, because everyone's different and we cherish all that. And there you have it. I am now fully dressed for a vlog shoot for my askirlGermania. Make sure to send questions, because as much as it's a hassle to put this together, it is worth it to answer questions and to show off my skills in ancient German knowledge. So happy cosplaying, and auf Wiedersehen!